Shalom, shalom, Yasharala, all praises and glory goes to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rikak, Quadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, in sincerity and in truth through this great gospel, man, coming out of the Bible for the Israelites, right, descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the scattered seed throughout the four corners of the earth. That's who the scriptures is speaking to, really the elect of those people. It's not all of those people are God's chosen people, right? They are the chosen people of the Lord, but the Lord has an election. And the scriptures speak about how the election have obtained it and the rest were blinded. What did they obtain? This truth. This truth. And for you to get this truth, hey, you're going to have to sacrifice. Right? You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to let go of things. You're going to have to lose things. You're going to have to be brought low. Right? You're going to have to be ridiculed, persecuted, go through tribulations, go through trials, right? This is part of what this truth. This is part of being in the truth, right? It says freedom comes with sacrifice. Sacrifice. And in this picture, you got a man, he had to walk away with his foot, walk away without his foot to get out of slavery, to get out of being imprisoned, right? We ain't telling you to cut your motherfucking limbs off. We're telling you, but for you to get out of this captivity that you're in, this mental captivity, this spiritual captivity, this worldly captivity, you're going to have to cut things off. Things that are of a distraction. Things that are keeping you. They're also a stumbling block, man. These things are keeping you in this fucking world. Family, friends, yourself. You have to deny yourself, deny your family. Deny your loved ones. What for Yahweh? By Hashem Yahushai, man. I'm reading the book of Matthew 18. And it says, Matthew 18 and 8, it says, wherefore if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off, and cast them from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life halt or maimed, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet, or to be cast into everlasting fire, right? And you see the foot represents what? The world, the family, the friends, life, right? Money, riches, bitches, right? You got motherfuckers, they so busy chasing money, they have no time for your how about shimmy outside, right? We already know, man, hey, once you come to serve the Lord and prepare yourself for temptation, you're going to lose wealth. You might lose family. You might lose friends, right? That's part of this walk of faith. I'm going to read the book of Acts 14 and 22. It reads, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. We must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. I'm reading it in the New King James Version. Strengthening the souls of the disciples, exhorting them to continue in the faith, and saying, we must through many tribulation enter into the kingdom of God. American Standard Version, confirming the souls of the disciples, exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that what? Through much tribulation, we must enter into the kingdom of the Most High, man. It's plain and simple. It don't matter what version you put in. It's the men of the Lord. For you to get to that kingdom, you're going to have to go through tribulation. That's why it says a rich man can't enter, because why? He ain't going to no tribulation. He don't want to go no tribulation. He don't want to lose his wealth. You read about the rich man in the scriptures who came up, man, what can he do? Oh, no, I can give away his wealth, man. He walked away upset. He walked away disappointed. Right? Because these people are stuck to this society, stuck to their money, stuck to their wealth, and they're not going to fucking make it. They're not going to make it, man. Right? We know what we got to go through to make it, right? Ecclesiasticus 2 and 4, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Right? The rich man don't want to be changed into a low estate. You got niggas in a low estate refusing to be in the low estate, so they acting like they in a high spirit. They acting like they rich. They acting like they're the man, the shit. But really, they're in poverty. They live in that ghetto fabulous life, parking a fucking $100,000 car outside the projects, not knowing they about to get robbed and shot and killed for that shit. Right? We in a time of, hey, you want to flash, the Lord gonna be on that ass, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to this verse. Let's read this right quick. Matthew 18, let's start at verse 6. And it reads, Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as the little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And who shall, Matthew 18 verse 4 we're starting at. Here we go, Matthew 18 and 4. It says, Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as a little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whosoever shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. But whosoever shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Right? Let's look at this word offend. Let's go to offend. All right, offend. It's what Strong's. What is that? Let's get it. G4624. It says to entrap, to trip up, to entice, to sin. Right? Apostasy of displeasure, to entice to sin. The word offend. It says to entrap, to trip up, stumble, to entice to sin, right? So whosoever shall offend, to put to stumbling block or impediment in the way upon which another may trip and fall, right? To offend, to entice to sin, to cause a person to begin to distrust and desert one whom he ought to trust and obey, to cause to fall away. Right? It says, so whosoever, but verse 6, but whosoever shall offend, whosoever shall cause you to sin, whosoever will be a stumbling block in the path of you worshiping Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, whosoever is against the word of the Lord, trying to bring you out of this truth. I'm going to read it right. Whosoever shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hang about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Woe unto the world because of the offenses, for it must needs, it says, woe unto the world for the offenses. Hold on, let's back that up.